Hello everyone, Mama's back with another video. Today in this video I want to talk to you guys about macros. Just a side note, I am an exercise physiologist slash personal trainer slash nationally qualified bikini competitor, so I do have experience with counting macros. No matter what your goal is, if it's to lose weight, to build strength, to build muscle, and especially if you're a beginner, counting macros can be super beneficial. Now maybe you're wondering, what is a macro? There's actually macronutrients. The three macronutrients are carbs, fats, and protein. And then you also have micronutrients, which are more vitamins and minerals. So most people know what a calorie is. Basically, your macros are what make up your calories. Carbohydrates have 4 calories per gram. Protein has also 4 calories per gram, and fat has 9 calories per gram. So I'm gonna show you guys a nutrition label. That way it's a little bit easier to understand. So this is not for you. So here we have some Crave, very nutritious. So if you take a look, the serving size, one serving is 1 1/3 cup. So this means if you are looking at total fat, you can see that it has 4.5 grams of fat per serving. If we look at carbs, you can see that it has 31 grams of carbs per serving. And then if you look at protein, you can see that it has 3 grams of protein per serving, which isn't very much. You can see that cereal is mostly carbs. So basically, the 3 macronutrients are what make up the total amount of calories in every single thing that you eat. Now, everyone always asks me what's the difference between counting calories and counting macros. Let's think of it like this. If you have a shoe and a boot. A boot is still a shoe. It's just a type of shoe, right? Counting macros is the same as counting calories, but it's just a way of doing it. It's more in detail, it's more in depth. Let me just say right now that there is no certain amount of macros that is the perfect amount that you have to hit. Everybody's total daily goal of macros is going to vary. It's not going to be the same for everyone. There's no magical amount that everyone should hit. Macros are really about trial and error, and if you're trying to lose weight, if you're trying to build muscle, that's all going to make a big difference in how much of each macro you should be having every day. Before we get into how to calculate your macros and good goals for you to hit every day, let me also explain this really fast. I know I've said this before in my other videos, but this is very important that you need to know. When you consume more calories than you burn off, that is called a caloric surplus. When you burn off more calories than you consume, that is called a caloric deficit. When they're the same, that is just maintenance. Now, when you're in a deficit, you're going to lose weight. When you're in a surplus, you're going to gain weight. And there are more factors that go into it besides just that, but that's all we're going to talk about today. Whenever you start to see a stall in your progress, let's say you want to lose weight, you're hitting a plateau. This is where macros can be extra beneficial, because when you hit a plateau, that means something needs to be changed. It's way easier to say, okay, I'm going to take down my fat goal for the day. I'm going to take it down 5 grams, let's say. Instead of 30 grams, I'm going to take it down to 25 grams per day. It's much easier to do that than to just say, oh, I don't know what macros are. I'm just counting calories and I'm stalling progress, so I'm just going to take down 200 calories. It's much more detailed. It's much easier to tweak when you need to. And whenever you're just counting calories, you're going to lose weight, yes, but you might be losing muscle too, and you might not be losing specifically fat. Counting macros is better for changing your entire body composition and losing mainly fat, because your body uses the 3 macronutrients differently. It uses fat and carbohydrates mostly for energy, but it uses protein more as a tissue builder, more for building muscle. If you're trying to stay lean and lose fat, it's much better to count macros. So with all that being said, let's talk about how to do it. There are ways to do it manually, but girl, just make your life easier and go to this calculator, healthyeater.com. You just put in all your information. It's very simple. I'll go to it right now for you, actually. Another YouTuber I watch, her name is Tara Corey. She's a registered dietitian, and she recommended this macronutrient calculator because there are a lot of iffy ones out there, but she even said that this is one of the most accurate she's seen. Let's check it out, brother. healthyeater.com. Here we are. Now what we want to go to menu, to go to calculators. Oh, do you like this nail, by the way? It broke. Cute. So we're going to go to macro calculator. Now, it is super simple. All you do is put in your age. I'm just gonna put in something random, 22. Your gender, I'm just gonna say male, whatever. I'm not gonna put my actual stuff. I'm just gonna put something random. But 167, sure, pounds. Your height's 5'2", and then let's just leave it at normal for the formula. I would say if you do literally zero activity, put sedentary. If you go to the gym maybe every so often, like once a week, oops, come back. Then you could do light. If you go maybe 3 to 4 times a week, then you hit moderate. If you go almost every day or you have a very intense job, then hit extreme. I'm gonna put light. Now let's go to calculates. And then this is what it gives me. My goal for every day is 1,802 calories. And then it gives you your carbohydrate goal, 178 grams, protein 138, and fat 60 grams. Let's say you know for a fact you eat 3 meals a day. 3, that's gonna tell you how much of each macro you should have per meal. Easy peasy. We got our macros. Screenshot. So we screenshot it. And then let's download a little app. When you first get the app, you're gonna have to say, what is your goal? Let's say, lose weight. And then we got, how active are you? It's kind of similar to what we just did on the macro calculator. I'm just gonna say like, when were you born? Name of female. United States. Why do you need to know my zip code? Next, how tall are you? How much do you weigh? What's your goal weight? A healthy amount of weight to lose a week is about 1 pound. 1.5 is a bit, 2 is kind of pushing it, so let's keep it at the recommended. Now, this is gonna give you a daily goal. Here's the thing, manually go to nutrition. If you go to more, and then you go to goals, and then you go to nutrition goals, the annoying thing is sometimes it won't let you adjust it maybe to exactly what healthy eater calculator the other macro calculator told you. In order to adjust it like that, it's gonna try to make you pay for it, and I wouldn't pay for it. I mean, you can if you want, but I just personally, what I do, I listen to what the macro calculator told me. I don't listen to what my FitnessPal says, because when you go to add a food, and that you can search foods too. For breakfast, I had, let's just say, a donut. Check. When you go down to nutrition, after you've added everything at the end of the day, you hit nutrition and then you go to nutrients. And then it's going to tell you how many of each macro you've had for the day so far, how many grams of each. On my FitnessPal, it might say that your goal for the day is 60 grams of protein, but we know from that screenshot that we took earlier that our goal is actually 138 grams of protein. So ignore what my FitnessPal says at the end of your day if it's trying to say, oh my god, you went over your protein goal. Just know that as long as your macros match what the calculator told you, at the end of the day, you're good. I do want to show you one more thing. Another nice thing about my FitnessPal is you can go to add food, and you don't have to even manually enter. You can hit this little guy right here, and you can scan the barcodes on food that you eat, like this, like so, and then it automatically tells you all of the nutrition facts. It puts all this into your macros for the day. I really hope I covered everything. This is a very complicated topic to explain and understand at first, especially if you've never even counted a calorie before. If you're completely brand new to this, it can be very confusing at first, but once you get the hang of it, I promise you it becomes second nature, and it's kind of a game almost, because you have to manipulate what you eat in order to hit your macros, and it just gives you so much more structure. You just feel so much better knowing that you're hitting all these goals. Figure out your macros, calculate them, try them out for at least a week consistently, okay? You cannot be inconsistent. You cannot have your carbs at 400 one day and 100 the next and 200 and then 0 and expect to see results. It's not gonna happen. Consistency is key. And I'm not trying to sound harsh or mean or whatever, but this is just the honest to God truth. If you want to see results, but you don't want to do this, feel like it's too hard or too time consuming, then you have to be real with yourself and understand that you're probably not going to see the results that you want unless you take the time and put the effort into it. And I know it's difficult at first, and you do have to make time, and you might think you don't have time, but you do. The time that you're sitting on Facebook, the time that you're watching TV, the time that you're wasting can be used to treat your body right. And that's for a whole nother video, but I just wanted to throw that out there. You do have to put some work in, but the work is worth it, okay? I hope that this video was helpful, and I hope I did cover everything. If there's anything I missed or anything you need me to clear up, just give me a comment below. If you have more video suggestions, also comment below. If this video was helpful, make sure you give it a like, share it with a friend, subscribe to see more videos on health, whether it be mental, physical, or spiritual, and to see more of Mama Swole. Make sure you turn on the notifications bell so you never miss a video. Let me know if you try this method of dieting and how it works for you, and if you like it. See you guys next time. Deuces.